Hello students, welcome to the fourth lecture on the lecture series on speed, time and distance. Previously we have covered all the type of basic concepts and types of problems that are usually involved in this topic in various competitive exams, and then we did some exercise problems to sharpen all those concepts. And then what we'll be doing now is we'll be doing some previous year questions so that you could know how good is your confidence in this topic. Okay, so let's start this topic, and this will be the fourth lecture in this topic, speed, distance and time. So we'll be covering previous year questions. So let's start from problem number 1. So on a straight road, a bus is what, 30 km ahead of a car traveling in the same direction. Okay, so after 3 hours the car is 60 km ahead of the bus. If the speed of the bus is what, 42 km per hour, then find the speed of the car. Okay, so this question has been asked in SSC Sub Inspector 2022 paper. So is it option A, B or C or D? So we'll know right now. Okay, so let's try to convert this word problem to a simple algebraic problem, okay, where we can solve for the unknown and get the answer. Okay, so let's see the scenario first. Okay, we have to imagine stuff here. Okay, so in a straight road, so the road is straight, right? So a bus is 30 km ahead the car. So let's say here is the car, so CAR, and here is the bus. Okay, so their distance is what, 30 km apart. Okay, 30 km ahead of the car. Okay, so in the same direction, and bus is also traveling in this direction and car is traveling in this direction. So after 3 hours what happened is the car is 60 km ahead of the bus. Okay, so after 3 hours car is 60 km ahead of the bus. So let's say the bus is here and still it is moving in forward direction and car is moving in forward direction, but their distance is what, 60 km apart. Okay, so car has overtaken the bus. Okay, so if the speed of the bus is 42 km per hour, okay, so in this patch of the road it took 3 hours for the bus to travel from this to this. Okay, so speed of bus is what, 42 km per hour. So in 3 hour it will be what, 42 into 3, that is equal to what, 126 kilometer, right? So this patch must be 126 kilometer long. Okay, so what we want to know is we want to find the speed of the car. So how we can find the speed of the car? Okay, so the time it took for the car to travel from this to this is what, 3 hours, right? That is the same amount of time. So we know that speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, so we want to calculate the distance that the car traveled here. Okay, because we know the time, that is 3. So we want to calculate the distance. So before that, so it is what, 30 km plus 126 plus 60, because from the here to here this patch is 30 km long, this patch is 126 km long, and this patch is 60 km long. So we can say that it is 126 plus 60 plus 30 whole by 3, right? So it will be what, 42 plus 20 plus 10. So it will be 60, 72 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is the speed of the car. Okay, so among these four options, that is option A, B, C and D, only option B is the right one. This is the correct one, right? And D, C, A, these are all wrong answers. Okay, so let's go forward with the step-by-step solution. So the bus will travel what, 126 km in 3 hours because its speed is 42 km per hour. So after 3 hours the car will be 30 km plus 120 plus 60 is equal to 216 km away from its initial position. Okay, so because if car is here it will take 30 km because it is already at a distance of 30 km from the bus. Then the bus travels 126 kilometers in 3 hours, but the car overtakes it by 60 km. So the whole distance will be 42 plus 20, sorry, 126 plus 60 plus 90, 30 is equal to 126 plus 90, that will be 216 km. 216 km. Okay, by 3. So this is nothing but 72. So 216 by 3 is equal to 72 km per hour. So the answer is what, 72 km per hour. So let's see problem number 2. So a thief is spotted by a policeman from a distance of 250 meter. So when the policeman starts the chase, the thief starts running. Okay, so assuming that the speed of thief is what, 10 kilometer per hour, and that of the policeman is 12 kilometer per hour, how far would the thief have run before he is caught? Okay, so this question has been asked in SSC Sub Inspector 2022 paper. So the option A says it is 4 kilometer, B says it is 1.25, C says it is 3 kilometer, D says it is 2 kilometer. Okay, so let's see which among these four is actually the correct answer, right? So policeman is what, 250 meter away from the thief. Okay, and their speed is this much amount and this much amount. Okay, so relative speed will be what, because they are running in the same direction, their relative speed will be 2 kilometer per hour. It will be subtracted from the higher one to the lower one. Okay, so time will be what, distance by speed, so 0.25 by 2, so this will be equal to 0.125 hours. So the police caught the thief in 0.125 hours. So in this time, the thief would have been traveled what, distance is equal to speed into time, so it would be 10 into 0.125, that is equal to 1.25 kilometer. So let's see problem number 3. So two trains A and B having the lengths 195 meter and 165 meter respectively are running in the same direction. Okay, here same is the key point here. Okay, so their relative velocity will be what, will be negated. Okay, because they are running in same direction, so on parallel lines. So if the speed of A and B be 77 km per hour and 85 km per hour respectively, then what will be the time taken by them to cross each other? Okay, so they have the same length. Okay, sorry, they have different length, that is 195 plus 167 meter. So their combined length will be what, their combined length will be 195 plus 165, that is equal to what, it will be 200 plus 160, that is 360 meter, right? And the relative speed will be, relative speed is equal to what, since it is 85 and 75 respectively, it is 85 minus 77 is equal to, that is equal to what, so this will be 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Okay, so the relative speed is 80 km per hour. So converting this 8 km per hour to meter will be what, so 8 into km per hour, so it will be 1000 by 3600. So cancelling the zeros out, what we are left with is 80 by 36. Okay, so 80 by 36 will be the answer. Okay, so 80 by 36, so it will be what, 40 and 18, right? So 40 by 18 is equal to what, it will be something like 20 by 9. Okay, 20 by 9 kilometer per second, this much amount of meter per second will be the speed of the what, relative speed of the trains. Okay, so to cover up this much amount of distance, how much time it will take? So it will take what, speed by distance is equal to what, distance by speed is equal to time, right? So this is equal to, distance is what, 360 by 20 by 9, right? So this will be 360 into 9 by 20, so this will be 18. So this is equal to 18 into 9 is equal to what, 180 minus 18, that is equal to 162. So 162 seconds it will take, okay, for them to cross each other. Okay, so among these four options, only option A is correct one. So this is the correct one. Okay, option C, option B, option D, these are all wrong options. Okay, so the train will with faster speed would have to cover the distance 195 plus 165 is equal to 360 meter is equal to 0.360 kilometer. So the relative speed of the train B to train A is equal to what, 85 minus 77 is equal to 8 km per hour. So time taken to cross each other is equal to what, length of train A plus train B in kilometer, that is equal to 0.195 plus 165, that is equal to 0.360 or 360 meter we can also say. So train of speed of train B minus speed of train A, that is the relative velocity, is what, 85 minus 77 is equal to 8 km per hour. So we can also convert this into meter per second and solve it, or else we can convert their length to kilometer and solve. Here it is done by converting the length of trains to kilometer and then solving it. So it will be equal to what, 0.045 hour, that is equal to 162 second. Okay, so let's see problem number 4. So in a 1500 meter race, Anil beats Bakul by 150 meter. In the same race, Bakul beats Charles by 75 meter. So by what distance does Anil beat Charles? Okay, so this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2022 paper. So which among these four is actually the correct one? We need to see that. Okay. So let's see. So let speed of Anil be what? SA, and speed of Bakul be SB, and speed of Charles be SC. So time of Anil is equal to TA, for Bakul it is TB, and for Charles it is TC. Let. So taken to cover what? 1500 meter will be what? TA is equal to 1500 by SA is equal to 1350 by SB. So since time taken by Anil to cover 1500 is same as the time taken by Bakul to cover this much amount, so TB is equal to what? 1500 by SB is equal to 1425 by SC. So since time taken by Bakul to cover 1500 is same as the time taken by Charles to cover 1425. Okay, since the time is same. So from I and II. Okay, so from this first equation and this second equation, we can say what? SA by SC is equal to 200 by 9 into 19. So SA is equal to 200x, SC is equal to 9 into 19x. Okay. So TA is equal to distance by speed is equal to 1500 by 200x. So distance by Bakul is equal to what? SC into TA. So 9 into 19x plus into 1500 by 200x is equal to what? 1282.5. So the distance between Anil and Bakul is equal to what? 1500 minus 1282.5. So it will be resulting what? 217.5. So the resulting answer is 217.5. So among these four options, only option A is correct one. That is 217.5. Okay. So option B, option D, and option C, these are all wrong answers. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2022 paper. Okay. So let's go forward with problem number 5. A motorboat whose speed is actually 20 km per hour in still water takes 30 minutes more to go 24 km upstream than to cover the same distance downstream. So if the speed of the boat in still water is increased by what? 2 km per hour, then how much time it will take to go 39 km downstream and 30 km upstream? Will it be 2 hour 40, 3 hour 10, 3 hour 40, or 2 hour 50? So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2021-2022 paper. Okay. So 24 by B minus A minus 24 by B plus A is equal to what? 1 by 2. Right. So where B is the boat speed in still water and A is the stream speed. Okay. So 24 by 20 minus A minus 24 by 20 plus A is equal to 1 by 2. So 20 plus A minus 20 minus A. So 20 minus and 20 plus, they cancel each other. So 2A by 400 minus A square is equal to this much. Okay. So this implies that what? 2A by 400 minus A square is equal to 1 by 48. So this implies that 96A is equal to 400 minus A square. So this implies that A square is equal to A square plus 96A minus 400 is equal to 0. So solving this, we can evaluate the value of A, for which it is true. So solving it, what we are left with is A into A plus 100 minus 4 into A plus 100 is equal to 0. So factorizing it, what we can see is A minus 4 into A plus 100 is equal to what? 0. So A is equal to 4 and A is equal to minus 100. So A can't be negative. So A is equal to 4 is the correct answer here. So A is equal to 4 km per hour is the answer. So 39 by 26 plus 30 by 18. This is equal to 32 plus 5 by 3. That is equal to what? 19 by 6. So 19 by 6 is equal to what? 3 hour 10 minutes. So 3 hour 10 minutes will be the correct answer among these four options. So only option B is the correct one. Okay, option D, option C, and option A, these are all wrong answers. Okay. So let's see problem number 6. A truck covers 3 equal distances of 100 km at a speed of 200 km per hour, 300 km per hour, and 600 km per hour. So find the average speed of the truck for the whole journey. So this question has been appeared in SSC CHSL 2023 paper. Okay. So among option A, B, C, and D. So let's see which among these four is actually correct. So average speed is what? Total distance by total time. So it will be 100 plus 100 plus 100 whole by 100 by 200 plus 100 by 300 plus 100 by 600, because the denominator represents total time. So for the first case it is 100 by 200, and the second part it is 100 by 300, and for the third part it is 100 by 600. So this will be equal to 300 by, in the denominator what will be left with is 600, and this will be 300 plus 200 plus 100. So this will be equal to 6 into 3 is equal to 18, 0, 0, 0, 0 whole by. So it will be 5 and 6. So it will be 600. So cancelling the zeros out, what we are left with is this. So it will be 300. So 300 is the correct answer here. Okay, so it will be 300 km per hour if we solve this. Okay, we will be left with 300 into 600 by 600, that is equal to 300 km per hour. Let's see problem number 7. Okay, and see whether a thief was spotted by a policeman from a distance of 225 meters. Okay, so when policeman started the chase, the thief also started running. So if the speed of the thief was 11 km per hour and that of the policeman was 13 km per hour, then how far would the thief have run before the policeman could caught up with him? Okay, is it option A, B, C or D? Let's see. So this question has been appeared in SSC CHSL 2021-2022 paper. So policeman is here and thief is here and they are 225 meter away and they meet at what? C point. Okay, speed of thief is equal to what? By converting into what? Meter per second. Okay, because this amount is given in meter. Okay, so 11 kilometer per hour, right? So 11 into 1000 by 3600, right? So it will be 3600. So cancelling the zeros, what will be left with is 5 and this is 18, right? So this will be 11 into 5 by 18. So you can see clearly why it is written 11 into 5 by 18 to convert it into from kilometer per hour to meter per second. And same goes for the policeman. To convert its speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second, we multiply it with 5 by 18. So 13 into 5 by 18 is equal to what? 65 by 18 meter per second. So relative speed will be what? 65 by 18 minus 55 by 18 is equal to 10 by 18 meter per second. So time in which the thief would be caught is equal to 225 by 10 into 18, right? So it will be 405 seconds. So distance covered by the thief in 405 seconds would be 55 by 18 into 405. That is equal to 1237.5 meter. Let's see problem number 8. So a man rowed downstream at a speed of what? 15 km per hour and upstream at a speed of this much amount. So find his speed in still water and speed of current respectively. Okay, given that let speed of man be A and speed of current be C. Okay, so this is given by what? So when he goes downstream, their speed adds up, so it will be 15, and when he goes upstream, A minus C will be what? 11. So solving these two simultaneous linear equation, what we are left with is 2A is equal to 26. So this implies that A is equal to 13, right? So you can see that the speed of man, so speed of man is equal to what? Speed of man is equal to, it is 13. And so this implies that C will be what? 15 minus A. From equation 1, we can see that. So this implies that C is equal to, that is speed of current is equal to 15 minus 13, that is equal to 2. So their ratio will be what? So speed of man is to speed of current is equal to 13 is to 2. So this is the only correct option. Okay, among A, B and D, all these are wrong answers. So this question has been appeared in SSC MTS 2021-2022 paper. So let's see the step-by-step solution. So let the speed of the man be what? X km per hour and speed of current be Y km per hour. So speed in downstream will be what? Added up. So X plus Y is equal to 15 is given. X minus Y is equal to 11 is given because their speed in downstream, upstream will be X minus Y. So speed of man is equal to what? 30 by solving these two. So speed of current, that is Y is equal to 2 km per hour. So problem 9. Let's see. So the speed of boat in still water is 10 km per hour. Speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. Okay. So what is the total distance that the boat will travel if it is rowed for 4 hours upstream? Okay. While going upstream, what happens is speed of boat will let B and speed of current will C. Okay. So their speed would add up in upstream, in downstream. Okay. So this will be what? 10 plus 2 is equal to 12 km per hour. Okay. Their relative speed in downstream, and in upstream it what will happen is B minus C is equal to 10 minus 2 is equal to 8 km per hour. Okay, so he goes 4 hours upstream, so 4 into 12 plus 3 hours downstream. Okay, sorry, 3 into 12 plus 4 into what? 8. So this is equal to what? 3 into 12 is equal to 36 plus 4 into 8 is equal to 32. So combining these two, what we are left with is 68 km. So, okay, in 7 hours, that is 4 hours upstream and 3 hours downstream, how much distance he will cover is 68 km. So, among these 4 options, only option D is correct one. Option B, A and C, these are all wrong answers. So, this question has been asked in SSC MTS 2021-2022 paper. Okay, so let's go forward with the step-by-step solution. So let's speed up boat in still water with what? 10 km per hour. Speed in streams is 2 km per hour. So distance traveled in 4 hours is equal to what? In upstreams will equal to what? 10 minus 2 into 4, that is equal to 8 into 4 is equal to 32 km. So distance traveled in 3 hours, that is in downstream direction. Their speed will add up. So speed into what? Time is equal to distance. So 12 into 3 is equal to 36. So in downstream in 3 hours they travel 36 km. Okay, and in upstream in 4 hours they travel 32 km. So adding these two values, what we are left with is the total distance they covered, that is 68 km. Let's go forward with the problem number 10. So a train X running at 74 km per hour, okay, crosses another train Y running at 52 km per hour in opposite direction in 12 seconds. Okay, so if the length of Y is 2/3 of that of X, then what is the length of X? Okay, here you can see that train X is running at this much speed. Okay, and the other is running at this much speed in the opposite direction. But what we need to do is we need to convert this second into, or we need to convert this kilometer into meter per second. Okay, so how we can do that? So it will be, so speed of A is equal to what? Speed of X is equal to, it is what? 74 into 5 by 18, right? And speed of Y is equal to what? It is 52 into 5 by 18. So they are going in opposite direction. Okay, so they will cross each other when their length is added up. So it is told to us that, so Lx plus Ly is equal to what? Lx plus 2 by 3 Lx. So this is equal to what? So 3 into, it will be 3Lx plus 2Lx. So this is equal to 5Lx by 3. This is the total distance they need to cover. Okay, since they are running in opposite direction, what will happen is their relative speed is equal to, these two will add up, right? So since these two will add up, so it will be xx plus sy is equal to what? 5 by 18 into 74 plus 52. This is equal to 5 by 18 into 74 plus 70 plus 50 is equal to what? This is 120, 126. Okay, so this much will be their relative speed. Okay, that is 126 into 5 by 18. Okay, so solving it further, what will happen is this will be 63 by 9. So 63 into 5 by 9. So again this will be 21 and 3. So it will be 7. So it will be 7 into 5 is equal to 35 meter per second will be their relative speed. Okay, so they need to cover how many distance? So this much distance in how many seconds? 12 seconds. Okay, so 35 into 12 is given as 5Lx by 3. This implies that 35 by 5 into 12 into 3 is equal to Lx, right? So this implies that Lx is equal to what? So Lx will be equal to 35, so it will be 7. So 7 into 12, so 7 into 12 into 3. So this will be the correct answer. Okay, so solving it further, so x plus y is equal to what? Their relative speed will be this much, so it will be, relative speed is 420 meter per second. Okay, so y is equal to 2 by 3 into x. So solving it, what we are left with is 5 by 3 into x is equal to 420. So it will be 252 meter. So 252 is the correct answer here. Okay, so all these three answers are wrong. Okay, so let's see problem number 11. So A takes 2 hours 30 minutes more than B to walk 40 km. A doubles his speed, then he can make it in 1 hour less than B. So how much time does A require for walking 40 km distance? So this question has been appeared in SSC Sub Inspector 2020-21 paper. So is it option A, B, C or D? Is it 6, 7, 9 or 5? Okay, so 40 by A minus 40 by B is equal to 5 by 2. So 8 by A minus 8 by B is equal to 1 by 2. 40 by B minus 40 by 2A is equal to 1. So 40 by A minus 40 by 2A is equal to 7 by 2. So A is equal to 40 by 7 km per hour. Okay, so the time taken to cover 40 km will be what? This will be multiplied by 40, right? Divided by 40. So it will be 40 by 40 into 7 is equal to 7 hours. So this is the amount of time that it will take. So 7 is the only correct answer here. Okay, option D, C, A. These are all wrong answer. So we have done very much all kind of questions that can be asked in previous year papers. Okay, so these kind of questions are very relevant in terms of SSC exam. So please try to do this once more so that you could get a better grip at these problems. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. Thank you.